What did 1930s men's suits look like? Have you ever wondered how men's suits from the 1930s shaped the fashion we see today? This decade is often referred to as the golden age of menswear, and for good reason. The suits from this era combined elegance with a relaxed yet structured silhouette, making them truly distinctive. The basic structure of these suits featured jackets with wide, often peaked lapels. This design added a bold presence to the upper body. The jackets were cut to create a soft, natural shoulder line without excessive padding. This gave a casual yet refined look that was popular among men of all ages. Waistlines were higher than in previous decades, and jackets were longer, sometimes extending well past the hips. Trousers during this time were high-waisted and had wide legs that tapered slightly toward the ankle. Many trousers featured a crease down the front and turned-up cuffs. Younger men often preferred baggier trousers and longer jackets, reflecting a more relaxed style that was emerging. When it came to colors and patterns, darker shades like navy blue, brown, and charcoal gray were common for cooler weather. Lighter tones such as beige, cream, and camel were also worn, sometimes as full suits rather than just separates. Bold patterns were popular too, including stripes, checks, Glen plaids, and herringbone weaves. Fabrics ranged from traditional wool and tweed to sharkskin weave, which gained popularity during this decade. Jacket styles varied, with single-breasted jackets being common. These usually had 2 or 3 buttons. 2-button jackets were typically buttoned at the top button, while 3-button jackets were buttoned at the middle one. Double-breasted jackets were also a hallmark of the era, often featuring 6 buttons arranged in a 6x2 or 6x1 configuration. The top row of buttons was mostly decorative, and these jackets had a wider fabric overlap than earlier styles, contributing to a more substantial appearance. For formal occasions, tuxedos were standard. These tuxedos had satin or grosgrain lapels in shawl or peak styles. Tuxedo trousers were high-waisted with a satin stripe along the outer seam. Shirts were typically white with wingtip collars and French cuffs, paired with black bow ties and cufflinks. Accessories like patent leather shoes and sometimes top hats completed the formal look. For very formal white tie events, tailcoats with satin peak lapels, white piqué waistcoats, and starched white shirts were worn. The style of the 1930s continues to influence modern menswear. The balanced silhouette with broad shoulders and a tapered waist can inspire contemporary designs. Incorporating period patterns like Glen plaids or herringbone can add a vintage flair to today's suits. Double-breasted jackets with wide lapels remain as a statement piece for formal or business wear, while high-waisted trousers with a slight taper can be adapted for a classic yet comfortable fit. Overall, the suits of the 1930s combined sophistication with a new softness and casualness compared to earlier decades. This unique blend left a lasting impact on men's style and clothing, making it a fascinating topic for fashion enthusiasts.